Hi Capricorn, this is Kajora Lovely with your general reading for the month of September 2019. For those of you who are curious, I am reading with the Steampunk Tarot. Okay. So where you are this month is the Six of Wands in reverse. There you go. This card is about a lack of victory or a delayed victory. Six of Wands usually comes right after the Five of Wands, which is all about conflict. So this is kind of coming home victorious from battle. You're not quite there yet. This doesn't mean that it's not happening. Usually it just means there's a delay for whatever reason. You've also got the Queen of Cups in reverse directly influencing you, which can mean feeling maybe overly emotional for some of you. The cups are all about, they're water, so they're all about feelings. You could also be dealing with someone who is emotional, possibly a woman, not necessarily. For some reason, I'm getting it could be someone who's taking advantage of you. So when it's in reverse, though, it usually means if it's another person, it's not necessarily someone who's coming from the best place. Otherwise, it could be you feeling a little overly emotional and not necessarily in charge of your emotions. More like they're running you, you're not running them. What's interesting is what's the base of your reading is the Hierophant. This is Taurus energy, but it's also about tradition. Can be about patriarchy, rules, structure, religion, that sort of thing. So, but in this deck, I mean, it's just, this little man looks so adorable. He looks like he's just telling a story. So it feels almost like someone sharing something with you. Either that or you're feeling very grounded because this is Taurus, another earth sign, just like you. So it could be somebody who's feeling that energy. For some reason, I'm hearing making yourself useful. Like that's something you're doing this month. There's someone who's teaching you something or showing you something. It feels like a figure in your life who is going to be talking to you about something, showing you, teaching you something of some sort. You've also, what's crowning you is the Sun in reverse. This relates to the sign of Leo, but it's also about, so you could be dealing with a Leo, or it's usually about not necessarily seeing all the good in life. When you get the Sun card, it's usually like things are going well, you're getting recognized for hard work or for other things that you're doing. Overall, it's about gratitude, joy. When it's in reverse, though, you're not really feeling that. You're not feeling as maybe happy as you would like to. So where else you're at, though, is Page of Wands. This is usually starting a new creative opportunity. Pages are the beginning of the court cards. So it's usually an influence, in my opinion. Not necessarily a person, but it's kind of a youthful energy. Although in this deck, she looks a little sinister. For some reason, I'm hearing be careful, tread wisely. Which I think is also that you might be starting on a new venture of some sort, but it's not that you're new to the world. Like that question, are you new? No, you're not. You know you're not. You know you're wise beyond your years, or you're wise regardless of how old you are, or because of your experience. And it's using that in this instance. So even if it's something entirely new, there's something about using the wisdom that you already have with that and applying it however it does apply. Not that you're not learning anything new, which is interesting. So it could be that you have a figure who's pushing you and you're starting a new project, which is very exciting. What's influencing you this month is the Eight of Swords in reverse. So this is great because the Eight of Swords are usually about kind of a mental prison. They're about a thought process you have, or some thought that keeps you feeling locked or stuck. Something that makes you feel trapped. And when this is in reverse, you're seeing your way out of that. You're figuring out like, no, you know what? That doesn't make any sense. That doesn't apply to me anymore, or it doesn't work or whatever. So you say no and you walk on out of that trapped area. What you have in the near future is the Four of Pentacles. So this is holding on to your money, building a financial base of some sort. There's something I'm getting about like the word funny. I don't know what they mean, but I'm taking it as like, don't forget to have some fun though. Because you're working on building up your base. It may be that some of you are getting yourselves out of debt, or you're saving up enough money to buy a home, that kind of thing. Could be anything. Or just saving up enough money just so you can support yourselves without stress or worry or fear or regret or whatever. But I feel like, too, don't forget to have some fun. Not that you need to drop a lot of money, but maybe spend a little bit so that you can still do the things that you want to do that are important to you or that you find enjoyable, or to be around people that you like. In the outcome, you've got the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. So the Ace of Pentacles is about a new home project or form of income. Usually, because it's Pentacles, which is your element of Earth. But when it's in reverse, there's some delay, or it's not necessarily happening the way that you hoped it would. Whether that's moving or a new job, new income, form of income, new career. That's weird. I'm hearing enjoy it while it lasts. Okay, so why are you saying that? Okay, because then you've got good news coming. So I would take that as you might be in a little bit of a slow period where things aren't quite moving so fast, but then things are coming in pretty quickly. The Eight of Wands usually means that there's good news coming your way. So because it feels like you might be in a little bit of a stuck period, but sometimes there's that nice quiet before things pick up. So I feel like that's what they're talking about. So let's see. What else should Capricorn keep in mind for this month? What's something they should know? Knight of Swords in reverse. This is usually like you're not necessarily diving into something right away. That when it's upright, you're kind of ready for whatever it is, the metaphorical battle or the new thing. When it's in reverse, you're like, no, not yet. It could also be saying, don't dive into something if it doesn't feel right. Because usually when it's upright, the Knight of Swords doesn't care if there's an army behind them. They don't give a hoot. They do whatever they want because they are ready. So it could also be that if there's something in you that's sort of like, stop, then listen to that. Or think about it before you do anything. So you've got the Ace of Wands. This is a new creative opportunity or idea coming in. Wands are the element of fire, so action, communication, creativity, passion. Yeah, I'm not getting much with this card, so that means it could mean a lot of different things for all of you. But it could be a new opportunity of some sort or a new project coming in. Nine of Wands in reverse. So this is always a good one to get in reverse. Because the Nine of Wands is that you've been having the same fight with someone or having a disagreement or an argument with someone over and over and over again. And they keep coming at you until you get to the point where you're like, what is it now? What is it this time? And so that means that energy is ending. That dynamic of the constant onslaught of the battle, of preparing, of being like, what is it that you want now? Or what are you mad about? Or what are you upset about? What is it you want from me? That energy is changing. That's going away. Three of Swords in reverse. So for those of you, this is about recovering from heartbreak. And this could be a relationship, but it doesn't necessarily have to be. It could be any type of dynamic, even a job. So I would say it's, with this, it usually means that you're in the worst period this month as far as the recovery from whatever the heartbreak source is. And it's going to be getting better from here on out. You're kind of going through the darkest point, but you know what they say, it's darkest before the dawn. But really though, it is darkest and coldest. So it's just something to keep in mind. Sometimes when it feels like, can it get any worse? It can't. Sometimes it can. But when you're recovering from something like that, whether it's a disappointment, heartbreak, betrayal, that sort of thing, it feels like you're going to be moving through that. Up one more, something for Capricorn to keep in mind. Knight of Cups. you've got some good news coming in this month. So that's exciting. Usually the Knights are messengers letting you know that there's something coming your way. So there is good news coming. And when it's cups, it's related to emotions or feelings. So there could be something coming in that's going to be making you happy. It could be a relationship, not necessarily, but it'll be something that makes you happy. So, to recap, got a little bit of a lack of victory or a delayed one, either dealing with someone hyper emotional or feeling a little emotional. Don't forget to practice some gratitude. Notice the good things that are going on in your life this month. You may be working with a mentor of some sort. Either that or rules, tradition sometimes are going to work in your favor or be an influence this month. Maybe help you create a foundation of some sort. And you'll be starting a new creative project focusing on something, but don't forget to use your own experience with that, your own knowledge and know-how. Not that you have to, tell people what to do or steamroll them, but that you can use that to your advantage and even throw that in the mix and say, this reminds me of some other thing I did. Can we incorporate that somehow, and seeing what people say? Can't hurt to ask. You're getting out of a period where you're feeling trapped in your mind, holding on to your money in the future to build a foundation of some sort, but don't forget to have some fun. You've got a little bit of a delay on a new form of work, home, or money, but you got good news coming in the future. So that's okay. You're not necessarily diving into something, again, new creative project with the Ace of Wands, getting over feeling on the defensive and recovering from heartbreak, and good news is coming. So, should be an interesting month, to say the least. So, I hope you have a wonderful month of September, Capricorn, and I will see all of you again next month.